Hello everyone. The course is almost over. We have this week and next week left, and of course next week is the final. I posted the grades for discussion question 5, and the grades were for the most part good. A lot of you did not post the definitions from the book. Now, I don't understand this because the definitions are in the glossary and in the index, and so on this last one I would like you to include the definitions this time. Anyway, the main point of discussion number 5, question number 5, is that leadership is part of management. It can be a big part or it can be a little part, and a lot of that depends on the person, and it also depends on what the role is allowed by the company that you're working for or the business that you're in. The reality of management is that if you're going to be successful, you can't just be a good leader, and you just can't be a good manager. You can have somebody who's very charismatic and people want to do what they're saying, but if they can't manage the resources appropriately, they're never going to be successful. And of course you can go the other way. You can have someone who can run a tip-top department and their budgets are on track and all that other stuff. But if their employees aren't being led and being encouraged, the department will never grow, or the business will never grow, because there's no leadership there. So again, you can't have one or the other. It's mostly, I think that you can be a manager, but to be a good manager, you have to have leadership skills. Let's go on to discussion question number 6, the Jones soda thing. Again, the only way to understand this question is to read the definitions of what a market segment is and a target market is. These definitions are on page 277 of the text. So include these definitions in your submissions, and then I want you to connect those definitions to the video so that I see that you're getting an understanding of what they are. This is a big part of what's going on in modern business today. If you're not a huge, giant global corporation and you're going to compete, you need to find a segment of a market and just own that segment. And then you target your advertising or your product at that segment, because the entry costs to get into competition with somebody like Coca-Cola are just phenomenal. So anyway, that's what I want you to do with discussion question number 6. The article reviews are in. I am in the process of grading them. I haven't graded enough of them to be able to really comment on them. I do plan to have the grades posted sometime. If I can get it done before, of course I will, but I'm looking probably at the weekend before they're posted. What's coming up this week? Quiz number 6 on chapter 13 and 14 is due on Thursday. Discussion question number 6. I encourage you all to turn them in. The same thing as on Sunday, but just in the utmost of conservativeness. The computer folks are going to be working on Blackboard and the whole school system, so I just moved the due date to Monday. So you have until Monday at midnight to submit these things. They say they're going to be done with it like Saturday morning, so you should still be able to submit things and do things on Blackboard, but just wanted to be safe. I moved it till Monday. Remember, the final opens up on August 9th, so you can start taking it on August 9th if you feel you're ready for it. You got one shot at that, just like the midterm. You must take the final before midnight on the 15th, on August 15th. That means if you start it at 11:59, you only have 1 minute. So you need to start it early enough on the 15th, if that's the day you're taking it, to complete it before midnight. Once the final closes, that's it. Okay, the course ends on the 16th for the whole school, so it's the day before the course completely closes for any kind of emergencies that might happen. But the 15th is the last day to take the final. Something to remember about the final is that it will include a few questions from chapter 15 and 16, so you need to be ready for that. Most of the questions on the final are going to be the ones you saw in the quizzes. There may be a few of them other ones in there to keep everybody honest. I will post one more video, hopefully on the weekend, so that because before everybody starts taking the final, because I know once you take that final, you're like, I'm done, and that's great. It's been a fun course for me. I will see you at the next video, and until then, have a great week.